Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to bring you a small little update on what I've been doing in the past couple of days and what are my predictions or whatever that is going to be until the new league in Path of Exile or mid leagues and stuff like that. And I just decided to go for Shadowlands, so I will be playing World of Warcraft for the next probably 2 months. So if you've been following my stream lately or seen the most recent video where I said like, hey, I bought a new subscription, I'll be back on World of Warcraft for the time being. I logged into my DK and holy shit, that was quite an interesting journey, I would say. So I was focusing on the DK in the first hand. I was leveling up to level 50, which is currently the maximum level at the pre-patch. And I also went in a couple mythic raids. So, well, I actually got carried pretty hard by Twitch chat, my brother, Altherion. He got my ass through a couple of mythic raids, and we got some quite okay gear, I would say. At least the right side is like level 100. My Heart of Azeroth, if you're playing World of Warcraft, is level 6, so yeah, it should be a little bit higher. Still no legendary cloak. I have no idea what that kind of things are, or the powers that you have on your Heart of Azeroth and stuff like that. It was very confusing to step back, or at least get back into this kind of game, and I was kind of lost for quite some time until I started to play more and more and more and trying to get back into the game. And basically I just have to say, even though it sounds sad, I would say I'm probably going to switch from the DK to another class. Because in the current state, from the DK that I used to love to play since I was playing at a Death Knight since Wrath Lich King through all the expansion until I stopped, farmed all the achievements with this character. I farmed all the legendaries like Sulfuras, like, Shadowmourne, Thunder Fury, and all the kind of things. I actually was in the Black Temple like 2 days ago, and I actually got one of the Warglaives, so looking pretty good. But yeah, I don't know why, I just don't really like what they have done to the DK. There is just so many things got changed over the past, like the entire... I mean, yeah, I can agree on that point that, like, Unholy is quite the strongest spec right now. Frost pretty much stayed the same. Blood was never really the thing for me because I don't really like tanking at all. I mean, if I have to, I will, but usually I'm just a DPS kind of guy. And so Unholy is currently the strongest spec, but I don't like this playstyle with the fast-turning wounds that this is a debuff that you stack on the enemy, and then you have to pop those fast-turning wounds with your other abilities. So all the core things that I love to play with this character, like the stance swapping with like Unholy Presence gives you more movement speed, like Blood Presence, like more tankiness and stuff like that. All is gone. Your rune system swapped from the back in my days where you had like Frost runes, your Unholy runes, your Blood runes, and when you used abilities, you turned them into Death runes. Then you had like Blood Tap, and so many things that are just literally disappeared from the entire game. You have a bunch of core abilities that are still quite the same, but I don't know, like after all this time... You know, I think it's about to say goodbye for now to the DK and just move on, because there's another character that I've been playing for quite some time, even before Wrath of the Lich King, and that was my warrior back in Burning Crusade. And after those time when I was actively playing the DK, I often wanted to go back to the warrior, but so often I started to level a warrior and then I was like, oh god, I miss my rank 14 title. I miss like so many things, like all the reputations, for example, right, that you have over here, like inactive. There's like so many reputations I farmed up with this character. I think like we're on 55 exalted reputations on the DK and stuff like that. That was the main reason, more or less, to never reroll into another class, because, you know, I have quite some reputation, or had quite some reputation as being a really good DK, but at this point, it doesn't really matter anymore. I just don't really like what they have done to the DK in the past, like 3-4 years that I haven't played. And yeah, it's probably the best time to finally switch. And I decided to go back to my roots and going for the warrior. So I'm going from the Stormscale server that I was on a German server this time. I'll be settling down on Blackhand. And yeah, this is the new character. It's called Xogoth. Like a lot of names that I wanted to have on my warrior was already taken, and it's actually the first time I'm playing an orc. So I used to play Tauren like whatever, you know, like as soon as I can play Tauren, I will do. But I think like it's going to be a nice switch to play something like this, a creature over here. It looks like this is like the Magar Orc. I unlocked this one with a DK, I think, and yeah, it's basically one of the new races. So I have like the High Tauren unlocked, and also now the Magar Orcs, and I will probably go for the other ones as well. And yeah, it looks pretty cool, and decided to go for that one. This is the once you level the Magar Orc. Was it Magar? Like whatever, let's call it like that. You can unlock like this class transmog, I would say, and this is a part of it, and I think that looks like pretty amazing. I'm now going to farm the old raids for some transmog because I really want from the Siege of Orgrimmar the Tusk of Manoroth or something like that. It's going to look pretty cool at this part. So I was playing the warrior, and it feels a lot smoother than on the DK. So leveled this up like 2 days ago, I think, and this is going to be my Shadowlands character going for the Fury Warrior. And currently have like a playtime of, what is it, like 18 hours, and we're now level 50. So as soon as I hit level 50, I was doing the quest line for the Heart of Azeroth. It's like level 112 now, or at least item level 58. And there's like all these new things that I know already. A couple comments were like, or will be like, hey, why do you farm this one up? This is going to be gone for the first day of Shadowlands, when Shadowlands is live, as well as the Cloak. But on the other hand, I have like 4 more days to play World of Warcraft before the add-on hits, and I will just like gear up or do some achievements and whatnot and try to gather up a little bit of the lore, what happened in the past, or Battle for Azeroth in general. And currently on item level 75, so basically these are all the quest items that I had when I was leveling. I did Nathanos the Blightcaller for my level 115 weapon. Now I unlocked this amulet and the cloak, and I already see when I was doing on my DK, for example, right, I have like a good 100 item level or so, but I was having like, I was actually fighting in those mythic dungeons for being above the tank and the healer, and they out DPS'd me, and I was like, why, you know? And I was talking to my brother, my real life brother that is still playing World of Warcraft over all these years, and he told me that I will never have a chance to be on a good spot on DPS. Like, my brother is doing like 3000 DPS, and I was like roughly scratching to 1000 DPS, while the tanks were like 1500. Even the healer had like 1500 DPS. So it was kind of embarrassing on the stream. But yeah, my brother explained me about the Heart of Azeroth with these perks that you're gonna make your character stronger, these essences, and your ability enhancing things that you have on your helmet, your chest, and your shoulders, I think. So these are making your character even stronger. You have natural more procs, you have more rage sustain. Like, there is so many things. And now after unlocking these items and playing a little bit around with these stats that you have over here, now I understand why I never had a chance, because all of these things are so core of making good damage. So maybe on the warrior I will have more chances for the next like 2 or 3 days, when hopefully we're gonna go some more mythic raids, or at least group dungeons, so I can actually gear this character up as well. And maybe I get some better results in DPS, but I don't think so at all, because, you know, you need to level up all these items and get better essences and azerite and whatever, you know. But the quest line overall was pretty sick, actually. It took quite a while, a couple hours actually, but it was quite fun to play actually, and all these cutscenes and stuff like that. And now I'm encountering Ensot and something like that for the first time. I think it's the current raid boss or something. I wasn't even in the LFR or anything like that. I think at the moment I'm just trying to gear up a little bit more. What I will do now in the Ice Crown event here, where you can... Wait, what is this? No idea. The North Sea. No, wait. In Ice Crown, there is the Argentum Champion thing, where you can do like a bunch of quests, you get tokens, and you get item level 100 gear. So that's what I'm going to do to replace all of the items that I have, like still from questing, like the entire right side here, item level 48 and stuff. And it's going to be quite fun. And in terms of the playstyle of the warrior, it's like so much fun and more rewarding and a lot smoother than on the DK, because on the DK is like when you spam your skills and stuff like that and you're out of runes and no rune power, you sometimes find yourself sitting in a spot where you wait like 2 or 3 seconds to actually get any of your stuff going, you know. And on the warrior, it's real like... some kind, like, get in, you know, do your stuff, rampage procs, then your overpowered bloodthirst and whatever, you know, you have like a very fluid rotation. You have always something to do. The cleave is great. Like, it's really a lot of fun to just run around and just smash things and try to not fall below Ogrima, because that's kind of buggy over here. I remember in the old Ogrima there was a way where you could get up here and then just fall below the city. And that was actually quite nice, actually, yeah. But as I said, I have like a lot more fun on this warrior. It looks freaking badass. I'm still trying to get up some transmogs, and now in like, what is it, on Monday, there will be the Shadowlands launch, and I will go in with the warrior and just, yeah, try to gear him up a little bit more and try to get a little bit back in the farming aspect, and maybe some achievement grindings like back in the good old days, I would say. Yeah, that was my small little update. In terms of content, I'm a little bit lost right now, because I used to do like playing Path of Exile only, more or less, right? As you're like encountered for the past like 3 years or so since I started PoE, and usually there's like 3-month cycles of Path of Exile League, right? And usually the first 2 months I'm playing, and then the last month I'm playing League of Legends, or taking a vacation, or just prepare myself for the next league to hit. And as we know, because at least it seems like because of Cyberpunk, the Path of Exile League 3.13 or 14 will be delayed until January minimum. And yeah, that's the thing. So I cannot like do 2 months nothing. So that's why I said, like, you know what, I'm going to get myself into World of Warcraft and cover that time basically with Shadowlands and stuff like that until the new Path of Exile League hits. But I'm just a little bit lost on the YouTube content, because streaming is not really the big deal, right? I'm like online every day for like 10 hours or so. I'm just grinding, you know, having a lot of fun with the community, doing some dungeon raids and stuff together, or asking people if they can boost me. I just gonna be honest here, right? But I just don't know what content I should bring on YouTube to cover up that time. So maybe I'm just trying to make some diary of Shadowlands or something like that. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. It's just hard for me to bring some kind of Fury Warrior guide, since it's the first time I'm playing this character since Burning Crusade, so it's like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And I need to learn the class myself again with all the Azeroth things that are gone in Shadowlands, and I don't know what is going to come in the upcoming expansion, basically. What is going to change? What do I need? And what about mythic rating? Will I find even a guild and stuff like that? We're gonna see. Let me know in the comments if you have any content that you want to see. And yeah, because I'm kind of lost for YouTube content right now. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.